the world's toughest row, Atlantic 2024, for the arrival of 2Stroke. Coming into the finish line, Ed and Carl grooving into English Harbour.
Come on, Carl.
Our 27th boat to arrive in the challenge this year.
How are you, mate?
Carl on the oars, Ed waving to friends and family up on the fort, giving it large up there on Fort Berkeley. Look at that. Coming in from the UK, Carl Austin, Ed Shaw. Thank you so much for joining us. World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2024, the arrivals. I'm Charlotte, your live reporter. And this is one of the most difficult challenges on the planet. 3,000 miles of ocean rowing, all the way from La Gomera in the Canaries to right here, English Harbour in Antigua. These guys have literally had the adventure of a lifetime. Right. Race start was the 11th of December.
We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there.
And they're arriving here into Antigua on the 1st of February.
We're nearly there, guys. Come on, Mr. Austin.
52 days of ocean rowing. Oh, look, can you see the banner? I can't quite read what that says. You did it. It says you did it. 2Stroke, you did it. Ed and Carl, you did it.
What a finish. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. 27th out of a 38 strong fleet. 36 boats still in the race. The 7th pair to arrive. Coming in. They said they were just two old boys with a dream of crossing the Atlantic in a row boat. Carl Austin, Ed Shaw, and the Flares Gone had completed the world's toughest row Atlantic 2024.
Yes, mate. Yes! Yes! With your tiller.
Yeah, Mr. Austin. Sharp.
Fantastic. Long-time friends. They've known each other well over a decade. Their children went to the same school. They're members of the local rowing club, and they play five-a-side football every weekend with friends, except for the past 7 weeks.
Okay.
If you're watching, lads, they're coming home soon.
All right. Okay, stop rowing.
They have a keen sense of adventure and were completely new to ocean rowing before this. But they can definitely call themselves ocean rowers now. They said they caught the ocean bug when watching the World's Toughest Row 2020. Carl was the one that convinced Ed. I wonder how they feel about that now.
Get ready for the players.
They said it takes determination, fitness, mental strength, self-belief, and a touch of madness to do this. Charities are Dementia UK and Prostate Cancer UK. These guys, they had a tricky start, literally, in terms of sickness as well. Ed had the flu, Carl had seasickness as he expected. So they really had to manage those illnesses in the early days.
Brace yourself. There we go.
Carl said he had seasickness from the very first shift. It sapped their strength and energy for days after that. Yeah. Yes, boys. 2Stroke arriving in the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2024. Carl and Ed, you did it! celebrating 3,000 miles of Atlantic rowing non-stop, day in, day out. When one's on the oars, the other one's resting or doing boat chores. They absolutely deserve this moment.
Yeah, Unioners!
They said the first week they were unable to make any progress rowing. The seas were flat calm at one point, and then right into the storm, they ended up on power anchor, the storm that forced all the teams to head south from day one. They said it was like being sat in a washing machine, and reported it sweltering hot in the cabins as well, as there was no air. In fact, as they were coming in there, so they started out in a washing machine and they ended in a washing machine as we were coming into the harbour. As we were coming into the harbour, our skipper on the media boat said it's like a washing machine out here today. But no sooner than that, they were back on track. And then they had a capsize in the second week, lost a seat.
Guys,
And so that hampered their ability to row two up, to get ahead, or to even be competitive. So they've just had to share the one seat the whole way since the second week. But they still managed to stay light, joking, reporting back to the duty officer that whenever they were asked how they were feeling, they said, golden, just cracking on with it. They reported back as well that Christmas week was hard. They had more lows than highs, acknowledged that rowing was as tough as they expected, but the boat maintenance was what really added to the challenge. Ed actually said it should be called the world's toughest row, plus everything else you have to do when you're not rowing. But Christmas cheered them up with all the lovely cards, gifts, goodies and treats from family and friends from back home that you gave to them before they left, as well as the calls home that they made on the day, raised morale. Thanks everybody for joining us. Keep watching. We're not going anywhere. The live continues. These guys are going to row themselves into Nelson's dockyard. And you're going to stick around to watch as they step foot on solid ground for the first time in 52 days. It's going to be emotional. We'll see you soon. Welcome back to the World's Toughest Row Atlantic 2024 for the arrival of our 27th team.
2Stroke!
Friends and family gathering.
Welcome around the Canaries, 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. Who are saving themselves once again. Let's take some noise for 2Stroke!
Ed and Carl.
Almost there, guys. Almost there. Carl and Ed have made it across the Atlantic Ocean. You'll see a smooth landing here. Well done, guys. Well done.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Carl,
Carl Austin
well done. Hey, well done. Well done.
and Ed Shaw.
Who is it? You get on your own clip?
Shaking hands with race director Carsten Herren Olsen.
No. I'm looking at the title.
Long-time friends. And they brought it in. Capsized in the second week. Then knockdowns, they reported back, had a few knockdowns. Always.
Ladies and gentlemen, what we have all witnessed here today, this beautiful morning in Antigua, is the arrival of 2Stroke! 3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean.
They said they had about 3 or 4 knockdowns in gnarly conditions about a week ago. They bent 3 of the 4 ore plates that they had.
Representing the United Kingdom, Team 2Stroke! So, ladies and gentlemen, would we like to see Carl and Ed, aka Team 2Stroke, step on land? I didn't hear the family. Would we like to see them step on land? I think that was yours. Who's first? Carl. Skipper Carl. Here you go. Welcome to Antigua. And it can be slightly wobbly here. Oh, yes. Woo! Family now?
Yeah. Asking permission if he can see family now.
Oh. Right, John. Oh. Oh, look funny. I can't tell it. I can't believe you didn't mind the man. Little shit. Cheers. Oh, fuck. Just like ocean here. Right from the morning. 80 days apart. To ocean 3,000 miles.
How are you? Sorry, you made it. You made it. Very interesting. They're getting bored from there. Oh, each other. Come on!
Why is it all moving?
They all say the same thing. They think that solid ground is moving when they step off the boat.
2Stroke, it's time to step onto the podium.
Ian Couch,
And
the man who
slightly
was
wobbly as
on the
well.
other end of the phone, along with Safety Officer Fraser. Always there for them when they need them,
Oh, we'll leave.
checking in with them regularly. We had regular updates about life on
Ladies and gentlemen, what we just witnessed here today, this beautiful morning, sunny morning, was the arrival of Team 2Stroke, who left Lagomera in December 11. Last year, they are now here safe and sound in English Harbor, Nielsen Stadtjahr. 2025 says the year they did their journey in 52 days, 3 hours and 30 minutes. For that, we have some certificates of achievement handed over by fellow ocean rower Kevin. Some gift bags from the team of Buda, including a free drink at Loose Cannon over at the beach you just passed by.
Very much.
The place to be. Give it up for Team 2Stroke!
I never saw the Yorker. Yorker's rude to me.
Guys, what a journey. You started, as I said, last year. It's been 52 days on the ocean. Wow, you have been long-time friends. You met because of your kids in school. So if anyone wants to blame these two for rowing the ocean, it's all on the kids.
100%.
3,000 miles across the Atlantic Ocean. Tell us a few words about it. It's been a challenging year weather-wise. It's been a fast lead in a slow year. Yeah, it was pretty crucial from the outset. We were quite lucky after just a week to get capsized. We lost one of the rowing seats. So to row 95% of the journey with one seat switching between us, we've got 3 bent rowing plates. We've got 4 broken tillers, and we've just crept the last 600 miles on a franking tiller. So that's the equipment champions, but you're here and made the sailing sound. Some of the beautiful moments out there.
Oh, there were some great moments. We castle wildlife, lots of it. I didn't. But we did eventually get a minke whale that we both saw, which was nice. It's just, I think it will eventually become epic. At the moment, it's still a bit raw and feels a bit emotional, but I'm so shocked. So,
And if anything, it's me to see family here. There's lots of tears, but obviously happy tears. It's been a long time away from home. What does it mean to see the family here? It's been the only driver. It's been the only thing we've rowed towards. We tried to row away from a lot of things. But so knowing that family were here was, we talked about it almost every day. Yeah, it was one thing that we were united on and needed at the end.
We love you.
We love you. We're here from the family. The family plays a big part of the race, a big part of the race DNA, and very important for our teams. Being away on Christmas and New Year's, how was that?
that was hard, actually. I'm not normally emotional, but I cried quite a lot. I had to call my wife, my sister, my son, everyone got a phone call. And then we opened some presents and I had rum. And then it was good. And then Carl got me Jack Daniels, then that was even better. And then I had a bottle of Amaretto. And after that, Christmas was awesome.
After that, Carl saw all the wildlife. It was about a week until he got up again. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we were bemoaning having no wildlife for a while, and then the orca out of the water was just amazing, and the minke whale. Yeah. It all suddenly came pouring through. So we got what we wanted to get. Yeah. If people haven't seen it yet, you should go to the socials. They didn't see an orca.
Just to let them know.
Just a little note. So raise his name, World Stars Row. What's the tough this year? Oh yeah. Not having done it before, but it was everything we expected with hard rowing and lack of speed. Well, that's fine. It was all the other things that you don't expect, and nobody could quite prepare you for it. So all of those things just make it an all-round. Wow, I think you only do this once. Well, we have seen it before. People come back. We do have a specific challenge. The family have been talking all day around about Kauai, the beauty of Kauai. So any thoughts about new challenges? Doesn't have to be ocean rolling, but new challenges in the horizon.
I'm going to part the challenges. My wife has put up with me doing challenges for years. We're now going to do city breaks, and I'm going to get some time back.
You heard it all here, ladies and gentlemen. I would rather dip my balls in honey and sit in a wasp nest.
We had one rule.
I won't repeat that, but I think you got the point. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it all here. Anders and Saga, 2Stroke, made it all the way from America to Antigua. After 52 days, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Let's give them a big, big, hip, hip, hooray. 2Stroke, hip, 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 hip. We will now do a dive into a challenge on YouTube. After that, there's fresh fruit and food, some cold drinks, and more time with family. Ocean challenge.
Come on down here, guys.
We have this arrival around 10:40.
Take it steady. No need to move too fast. It's very steady.
No, it's concrete.
We'll be here.
It's solid ground.
Absolutely not moving.
Is it not?
No, not at all. It's not.
Let's keep going.
Squeeze in nice and tight so we can see you. Oh, look at you. That was quite something coming into the harbour just then, wasn't it?
That's a moment. That's what you dream about when you start looking at this race. You look at the end moment, and it was as big as we expected. I think, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it's bigger than we expected.
It is much bigger, and I think because we were crawling in for quite a few miles, we were worried: is the tiller going to blow? Are we hand steering?
Because you were down to your last one. You called it Franken tiller.
Yeah.
Carl spent 6 hours in the cabin taking 3 of our tillers. We named them all after our kids. So he took Eva, Layla, and Max. and made one Frankentiller, and Frankentiller brought us the last 12 days.
Five iterations of it to get there. But anyway,
Okay, well, so you weren't perfect, but you got there.
And that's their automatic steering, in case
Yes.
you're watching.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
it keeps the rudder pointed the right way.
Yeah.
So what were you? So you were saying that you were most looking forward to the end, or at the beginning of the race.
Yeah.
How did that change over the course of the challenge? Did it change at all? Were there other things that you started to look forward to?
We set small targets.
Right.
So we broke it down into small parts. So we were, sometimes it was shift by shift, then it was the next day, and then it was, well, 2 days' time is going to be the second Tuesday, and yeah, everything was broken down into small segments, so it's manageable. You start thinking about the end, and it's a long, long way away.
Yeah. Your video diaries back home were fantastic. We obviously, you don't know what went out, but it was a lovely, lovely show of your experience out there. And it really allowed us.
Ocean Socials did just a stellar job for us.
It was
She's a
phenomenal.
legend.
We enjoyed it. Now, this was a while ago, but before you set off, you played How Well Do You Know Each Other? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is most likely to be the first to complain? I don't know if you remember what you said, but who was the first to complain? Oh,
think we
straight
said
in
me,
there. Yeah, okay.
And I did complain.
You actually, I think you each said yourself
Yes.
for that, which is, really lovely.
Yeah.
Who was the first snack stealer?
That would be me.
You both said Ed. Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, and I did Nutella straight away.
Yeah.
Straight in. Nutella's a good one. First to be seasick.
Me?
First shift, I heard you say.
The day, end of day one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't last
It was-
long though.
No,
Couple of days top.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't get it at all, but
You had the flu.
It was guaranteed. Yeah.
one of the other crews told me she had COVID 2 days before, and I think I got COVID. So
Oh,
I scrambled round to La Gomera pharmaceutical and got this powder, and after 3 days it was golden.
Yeah.
Good. Nice.
Tough old boy.
Who was first to be late for a shift then?
Well, that was me as well, wasn't it?
Oh, Ed, you chose
45
Carl.
minutes.
Carl's undecided and you chose Carl.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I remember. Sorry, Carl.
And who was most likely to fall asleep on the oars? Who actually did?
I got this fella's
Neither
book,
fella's
and I
book
can't
knows.
remember who we selected.
Oh, you selected. You both said Ed.
Really harsh on me.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We didn't.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's all good.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, we loved Radio Pegasus. It was absolutely fantastic.
Nice.
You said as we were coming in that you left the presenter in the ocean. It was you, wasn't it, Carl?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Even his own
You know,
dad.
my family didn't know it was me.
When I
Didn't
first
know
heard it,
until
I'm
we
like,
were
who's
two-
that?
I don't know.
Because you did this transatlantic, mid-Atlantic accent absolutely perfectly. Can you give us a little rendition now as an over and out?
Oh.
On the spot.
Hello, this is Radio Pegasus, calling from the Mid-Atlantic. We're here with the 2Stroke boys. Ed Shaw, how was that for you?
That was like having a knife fight with a 600-pound gorilla in a phone box.
Marvellous. We'll leave it at that.
Jolly good accent, old chap. Thank you, lads. Enjoy Antigua. Get your feet in the sand. Get stuck into some good old food.
Thank you. Will
Thank you
do.
very much.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for all your help. Really appreciate it.
Oh.
Congrats.
Right.
As the team leave the arrival area, let's give them another big hand.
As they wobble their way out to rowers that have already arrived in this year's fleet. Love and hugs for them. Team Rollins there. Oh, blaming Claire for the COVID. This is where they get to share all their stories. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Cheerfulness. Victors. Lots of lovely support. So 27 teams are in, 9 to go. Next up, 28th arrival. You don't want to miss this one. Second solo to arrive. Atlantic Odyssey is coming in, representing the UK and India. Our one and only women's solo, Ananya. She's coming in about, well, the last time I looked, it was between 10 and 11 a.m. local time. That was 2 to 3 p.m. UTC. I believe it's changed. I believe she's sped up, so probably closer to 10, 2 o'clock, at 10 local time, 2 o'clock UTC. And then followed tonight by Atlantic 4800 or 4800, however you want to look at it. our third solo, Gail from France, will be coming in. So stick around. Make sure you keep an eye on our updates. Keep an eye on the YB Races tracker. We will keep you informed as to when those times of arrival change, even just a little. And we look forward to seeing you. So,